Mornings with Madonna at the Mansion on the Hill. Wake up with our gorgeous Queen Madonna. Good morning to you.
Thank you, and welcome to Mornings with Madonna on a Throwback Thursday. As we have been on Thursday, we are listening to audio recordings of the childhood memories of Olivia growing up in the mansion here on Clifton Avenue. Olivia, in this recording, is in her late 70s in 1975 and is being interviewed by the man who put this mansion on the historic register. His name is David Boydie. This episode is ironic.
Grandma, why is it ironic?
Well, it's funny because in this episode we are hearing about the gardens, and David Boydie, the interviewer, bulldozed the gardens on both sides of the mansion to put in immense parking lots. The gardens have been restored now, but just a few years ago, the side garden that Olivia speaks of here was a 26-car parking lot.
Oh my, Grandma.
Yes, I am sure Olivia much prefers the restored gardens to the gravel parking lots. Let's listen to Olivia tell about some of the plants and the beds. At first here, she's talking about the front yard, the yard between the front stone wall and the front terrace.
Quite a bit of space between the steps and these steps, and you had very nice lawn all through here.
Where was your garden located?
There was a garden along the side of the house here. There was a big, where the drive was, underneath the porch. There was a big bed there.
The Lamb house that Olivia is about to refer to here is her uncle and aunt's house on her mother's side of the family. Olivia's mom is Merrette Lamb Carpenter. Olivia's father, Eugene Carpenter, was partnered with his brother and brother-in-law, who had mansions on either side of Olivia. The three men formed the Carpenter Lamb Lumber Company. The large yard Olivia is referring to contained the beautiful gardens situated between the two mansions and was viewed from the sunroom of the Aunt and Uncle Lamb's house and the veranda on Olivia's house.
And then on the lawn, between that and the house on the other side, the Lamb house on the other side, that big lawn had flower beds in it and some planting under the trees, that sort of thing.
The flower beds,
Mm-hmm.
the shrubbery next door, or in the space between 300 and the lamp.
Yes, you can. Yes, there was a lot of there was planting all the way under that house, because that was the line, and there was planting all the way under that house, then on this side, and then there, as I say, there was a flower bed farther on.
Now Olivia is going back to the plantings in front of the front terrace. These plantings have been removed and restarted because they have grown so huge in the last 100 years that the front of the mansion was nearly obscured. This picture is the front of the mansion when Olivia was recording the tape. And then this is a few years ago before it was entirely re-landscaped. Now the plantings are back again, as Olivia remembered them on the first year she was at the mansion over 100 years ago.
A good shot of the terrace.
Yes, now these shrubs, which are so small there that first year, by the time I left there on my wedding day, of course, they practically were up so that that whole front was beautifully protected from the street and shaded. But these were beautiful lilac bushes, and they grew like mad. But this was all very, very, very new, you see. And then the tubs of hydrangeas.
Next, Olivia speaks about the trees that were in the front yard. When the mansion was renovated in 1906, they saved an elm in the center of the front yard. That elm was huge by the 1970s, when it was 100 years old. So were all of the elms planted along the boulevard. All of the elms were removed in the 1970s and 1980s because of the Dutch elm disease.
But oh, weren't the trees lovely when they didn't roach them down? So, of course, I greatly dislike seeing the trees just so stripped now as they are. I think they're lovely there where you have the lower branches with leaves on them.
And that was Olivia talking about the landscaping at the mansion. Please like this video so many more people can enjoy it. Tomorrow, of course, is Floor Plan Friday, where we will see the elevation of the stone and wrought iron fence out front. There are many amazing details, including one of the first French drains. Thanks for your help, Cliffy Poo. Go in my purse, get $1 and treat yourself. And we will see you all tomorrow on Mornings with Madonna.
Mornings with Madonna is 300 days. Will be 300 ways to see 300 Clifton.